Shalom, Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General Yohana's putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheridan in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
It's about time, sending curses to them enemies.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. Hey, Shalom, Israel, with the Isupk started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm priest and officer of 1,000 Lakum Allah. You understand? With the Friday night Hebrew class. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start. Last time we was here, we went over Genesis chapter 1, verse 7. Today we're gonna go over some word examples. We're gonna go over some plurals, some pronouns. If we have time, we'll get into some possessive adjectives as well. So let's go ahead and start with the alphabet. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and type them in the chat. Sha'a, Ba, Ga, there's the first four right there. A, Ba, Ga, and Da. After your Da, you have your Ha. Your Wa. Za. Your Ka. You got your A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha. Next, you have your Ta. Then you have your Ya. Your Ka. Your La. Ma, Na, Sa, I, got your Pa, your Taza, your Kwa, Ra, Sha, Sa. And then ancient Paleo Hebrew. Shit, ancient Hebrew. And again, tonight we're gonna go over word examples. We're gonna go over plurals. We're gonna go over pronouns. If we have time, we're gonna go over. We'll go over possessive adjectives, and we'll also go over. If we have further time, we get in back into Genesis chapter 1. All right. Let's go ahead and. All right, let's get some word examples. And one thing you always want to remember when you're writing in Hebrew, you always want to write your words out from right to left. Always want to write your word out from right to left. Let's do a first example. It's going to be the Most High's name. So you have Yah, Ha, Wa, Ha. And And when you write it out, when you add the connectors, you understand, you'll have a connector here, which means this is singular. This would be by itself, and then those two would be together. And what that does, having these two together, is this would drop the A. You understand? So whenever you're writing it out, you wouldn't write Yahweh. You would write Yahweh, because the A would be dropped because of the connector. You understand? And of course, this is that's Lord in the Hebrew. When you're reading the Bible and you come across the word Lord in all capital letters, every letter is capital. Then in the Hebrew, that word is Yahweh. You understand? All right, let's get to the next one. The next one we're gonna go over is power, which is Allah. Allah means power. And when you use connectors, this is how you will write it out. Salakia. That's how it will be written out. All right, so you have your first one, which is the Most High's name, which is Yahweh. You understand? Which whenever you read the Bible and you see Lord in all capitals, that's how that's what it will come out to Yahweh in the Hebrew. Whenever you read the Bible and you see power without an S on the end, so it'll be singular. When you see the word power, then that word will go to Allah in the Hebrew. You understand? So when you hear all these Muslims and stuff talking about Allah, you know what I'm saying? They're not, all they're simply saying is power. You understand? If you want to take their Allah, which they do write their Allah correctly in the Hebrew. So if you take the way they say Allah, all they're doing is saying power. You understand? Not saying the Most High's name. You have the Most High name at the top, and then you have power right underneath it, which is how you would write it in the Hebrew. Let's get to the next word. Here's just a few word examples. The next word would be door, which would be dalath. Da-lath. But without the connectors, it would be da-la. Dalath. And this is how you would properly pronounce it. It's how you would properly write it. When you're reading the Bible, you understand that you see a door there, it would be lath. And then again, always pay attention to what's underneath the word. You understand? Underneath the characters. You got this, and then you have this. This is what we call connectors. You understand? Whenever the connector is going down, then that means that particular character stands by itself. It stands alone. But then when you have the connector going up, that means the two characters become one. You understand? So whenever you're pronouncing, then instead of saying dalatha, which would be if the connector went like this, each of them would be similar. Then it would be dalatha. But when it's like this, which is the proper way to have the connector in this word, in a particular word, then the A on the tha comes off. So you would pronounce it dalath. All right. Let's get to the next word. The next word is Abba. The correct way to write it now, if you notice the way the connectors are underneath the characters of this particular word. You understand? The connectors under this particular word makes each character singular. You understand? So they're not joined together. So because they're going downward on both of them, the way you would keep the A at the end of this. So you would write it out, Abba. All right. Let's get into some. Let's get some plurals. I mean, we might have a little bit of time to jump into Genesis. Let's get into some plurals. You got masculine plurals, and then you have feminine plurals. For your masculine, yum. This would be yum would be a masculine plural. So whenever you're talking to multiple men that rank above you, if you're a young man or a trooper, you understand, or even if you're if you're talking to multiple men that outrank you, you would add, instead of saying out of one, you would add the yum to the end of out of one. So you would say out of one yum. You understand? Also remember, sometimes in some instances, the mut itself can add a plurality to the masculine words. Like if you're saying if you're saluting a lot of brothers and you're a brother, you would say akyum instead of ak. You understand? Or when you're blessing a brother, instead of saying barak atha, you say barak thumb with the ma on the end, which would make it plural. And then for feminine, you have Wath. For sisters, whenever you're speaking to multiple sisters, you would say akwath. Akwath is talking to a sister. You understand? It's talking to sisters. Now, when you're blessing a sister, sometimes the na could be plural whenever you're talking to a sister as well. When you're talking to multiple sisters, for instance, when you're blessing a sister, you can say Yahweh Shamar Alathun instead of Alatha. So that Alathun makes it plural for multiple sisters. So you would say Alathun by Shemi Hashab. You understand? Amen on that. All right, let's get into some pronouns. Getting into some pronouns. Make sure it's correct. So, give me 1 second. All right. Yeah, that one was completely off. I. Anakia. Anakia. Which will also be written out. Anakia. All right. Next we have You. A tha is you. All right. Smart. The next one is he, which is hawa. Hawa. After he, you have she, which is haya. Haya. After that, you have we. Anak nawa. Anak nawa. And all these are just some pronouns. All right. Now we also got, remember we did the U, which was a tha, and that was singular, all right? Singular, which was singular but masculine at the same time. Now this is going to be you all. Masculine. That would be a thumb. A thumb. You all, masculine would be a thumb. All right. Gonna get next is you all feminine. You all feminine would be a thun. You all feminine would be a thun. Next would be they. They masculine would be ham. Is they, the masculine they would be ham. They feminine would be han. Han. Next, we're gonna get possessive adjectives. Let's get some possessive adjectives in the Hebrew. Mark it. Possessive adjectives. You have my, which is Yah. ours. It's like her. It would be her. Our would be nawa. So when you're saying the Lord's Prayer, you say Our Father, you would put those words behind each other. So Abba, Father, Nawa, ours, or our. So Abba Nawa is our Father. Your masculine would be Kam. And these would be your singular nouns. The masculine your would be Kam. The feminine your would be Kan. But that also Kan is also a way of saying yes. All right. You have they. The masculine way of they in the singular noun is ma. The feminine is na. Now, all of this, when it comes to your noun, your singular, and your plural, all of this would be important whenever it comes to learning how to speak the Hebrew. If you ever aspire to actually learning to hold conversations with your brothers and sisters in the ancient Hebrew, all of this, the singular nouns, your plural nouns, you understand? All of this stuff, your word examples, your pronouns, all of this stuff is very important when it comes to speaking the ancient Hebrew to your brothers and sisters. You understand? Whenever trying to learn to speak full sentences or you're trying to hold conversations, knowing your singular nouns, your your plural nouns, you understand your pronouns, all your possessive adjectives. You understand? All of this stuff is important when you trying to speak that ancient language with your family. All right. All right, we got a little bit of time. We get back into Genesis, the first chapter. We pick up verse 8. Verse 8, Genesis chapter 1. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. So we did Genesis chapter 1, verses 1 through 7, which is the first day. Now we're talking about the second day, where the Lord did created the firmament. If you read this verse 7 of chapter 1, it talks about how the Lord not just verse 7, but going for verse 6 and 7. It goes into what the Lord did on the second day. You understand how he divided the waters. You understand above from the waters beneath. You understand that verse 8 says, and God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the first day. You understand? So let's get this in the Hebrew. What's the next time for this verse? All right. Waya Korah. Alahayim. Saladia. For those that are just tuning in, this is Genesis chapter 1, verse 8. So you got Waya Korah, Alahayim. The next word is Lyrical Yai. Shamayah. Yahaya, Slayo, Shemayam, Wayahaya, Wayahaya, Irab, Yahaya, Bakwar, Yawam, Shanaya. Genesis chapter 1, verse 8 in the Hebrew. And then, matter of fact, I'm gonna erase this so you can get what each word is over top. Genesis chapter 1, verse 8. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. All right, next week we're gonna jump back into more of your words. We're gonna, and then after that we're gonna jump into Genesis chapter 1 verse 9. You understand? And with that, where the ISUPK started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, I'm priest and officer of 1,000 Lakayala. Shalom.